Here at 7:30 on the dot this morning, more people are eligible to receive a vaccine than ever. This morning, the latest on how you can sign up for your appointment.
And there's no doubt about it, we've got some thick fog in areas this morning. I'll let you know where that is and what it means for you as you head out the door.
And there's a new mustache in town. Social media is just getting a handle on this handlebar. This morning, what Twitter has to say about Drew Timmy's new stash.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Up with KREM. Now, we know the weather was all over the place yesterday, but with our favorite Tim fam, he tweeted this saying, "What the heavens? How long was I in the garage for?" He walked out and it changed seasons. So, Jeremy, we're looking at weather like this today. I mean, there was some graupel in the forecast, some sunshine. I came out and it looked like it had snowed, but you told me it's graupel, so now I know what's going on. And do not eat the Dippin' Dots looking weather. That's all I can take away from your forecast.
Nope. Don't eat it. And Dana Marie, if you get enough graupel, you could probably go sledding.
All right. Well, I haven't, you know what? I've never gone sledding this season. I wanted to go at Manitou Park, so this may be my chance.
This might be your chance. Maybe tomorrow, depending on how the weather all works out. But it's really about what's going on in the atmosphere overhead that leads to graupel. This morning, it's about what's going on in the atmosphere right down near the ground, thanks to some of that moisture we saw yesterday in those storms. You can see the thick fog in downtown. Look, that is the carousel. You can hardly see it. The fog is that thick down there. And we're sitting comfortably in the mid-20s this morning. It is chilly. That allowed all of that moisture to condense in the atmosphere. See the dew point of 23? When your temperature and dew point are within about 4 degrees of each other and you have a little bit more of that moisture, that's when you start to look at what's going on in the atmosphere with the potential for creating fog. We've got a little here in Spokane, a little bit in Coeur d'Alene and up and over Lookout Pass as well. So anywhere along Interstate 90 from Spokane to Montana, be ready for fog. It is that kind of morning. When it comes to temperatures, it's also chilly, so that fog is freezing fog. That means you could encounter some slick spots on the roads or sidewalks, depending on your mode of transportation this morning, so no, that's possible as well. But with clear skies overhead, I think really within about the next hour here, we should start to get rid of a lot of that fog around town. By the time we hit the 9 o'clock hour, we close out Up with KREM, I would think that we will see plenty of sunshine, and we'll hang on to that throughout the day today before clouds move back in as we head into the day tomorrow. So for today, think this: sunshine takes us into the afternoon, and that's going to bump our temperatures up, but we spend a bulk of the day in the 40s. We don't even really hit 40 until the noon hour. And by this afternoon, we kind of just kiss 50 and then dip back into the 40s. So I'd say dress for temps in the mid 40s, despite everyone telling you it's going to be 50 today.
Here at 7:33 this morning, we take you to a story making top headlines around the nation today. Coming out of Colorado, 10 people were killed by a gunman at a supermarket in Boulder.
And Boulder police did confirm that one of their own is dead. An investigation is underway currently right now, as police say it could take at least 5 days to complete. According to officers, the gunman was the only person injured in the shooting who did not die.
Somebody had their hand on my back, I had my hand on somebody's back, and we were just saying, go, 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 run.
And he shot towards us like we could feel it, and we just kept going. We just ran.
Shoppers inside the store calling it a nightmare. We're also hearing from people whose families were inside during the shooting. One man says his son-in-law and grandchildren were inside the pharmacy getting a COVID vaccine.
The shooter came in, shot the woman in front of them. They hid, ran upstairs or hiding in a coat closet for the last hour. Half a dozen cops came in through the roof and then told them, stay quiet, and they're okay.
The Boulder County District Attorney said their department would be going all out to ensure justice is reached.
Looking locally now, the Gonzaga women's basketball season has come to an unfortunate end in the first round of the NCAA tournament yesterday. The 5th-seeded Zags were upset by the 12-seeded Belmont. It was a somber mood in the post-game press conference. Certainly disappointing end for everyone involved with the women's basketball team and their fans, but especially for senior Jill Townsend. She's made it known that her goal was to make it to the Sweet 16 this year, and in a press conference yesterday, she discussed whether or not she would come back next year for her extra year of eligibility.
As of now, I'm not coming back. You know, it's been a long year. I think every athlete can attest to that.
Very hard to watch, of course, but Dana Marie, she is not the only possible departure from the Inland Northwest basketball scene, right?
That's right. We're switching gears to Eastern Washington University, where the Eagles might have a new coach in the market. Now, CBS Sports is reporting that the Eagles head coach Shantae Leggins is near completing a deal to become University of Portland's new head coach. Leggins had significant success, at the Eastern Washington University ever since he took head coach job 4 years ago. This coach and this year led the team to the NCAA tournament that went head-to-toe with Kansas. Last year, he won the Big Sky's regular season title. In the 2 previous years, he led the team to the Big Sky's tournament championship game.
Meanwhile, the WSU women's team made it to the NCAA tournament this year for the first time in 3 decades, but it is not the only first for the team. Center Bella Murakatete also serves as the first for the team and for the NCAA. In this regard, she is the first Rwandan-born player in women's NCAA Division I history.
It's a blessing, and I'm thankful to be in the position that I am. It feels like you have to make it for other people now. You have to pave the way.
Now, she spent her first 14 years of life there before moving all the way to Post Falls and going to Genesis Prep. One day, she says she sees herself playing in the WNBA, but for right now, she's confident in both herself and her teammates finding success in the near future.
Well, let's take a look at what's trending on social media right now. People all over the Inland Northwest already know about Drew Timme and his success on that Gonzaga basketball team. But now people around the world are starting to take notice, and it's all because of that handlebar mustache. All right, we're going to dive deep into what this means. So yesterday's game was very popular, of course, and Barstool's tweeted out, "What does it look like Drew Timme does for a living?" So here are some of our favorite answers. A lot of people are saying he looks like Ben Stiller's character from the Dodgeball, and I would say those mustaches definitely look pretty similar. There must be something in the water here in the Inland Northwest when it comes to really well-crafted mustaches, because this Twitter user says he might be next in, competing with Gardner Minshew's mustache. Also, a reporter asked him about the stash and whether he would be shaving it.
I spoke with your mom today. She said if you make it to the Sweet 16, you have to shave your mustache. Did you know that?
I did not. This is news to me, but you know what? I think after this game, she'll be okay if I keep it.
Mom's orders, Drew. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I spoke with your mom today. She said if you make it to the Sweet 16.
Well, we've seen the question around social media. What do you think Timme should do? Do you think he should shave it? Keep it? Is it for luck? Do we have a superstition? Now starting for the Sweet 16, let me know. We have a live Twitter poll on social media right now. Let's take a look at some of those results. We could even see most of us are saying keep the stash. That's pretty important here. I mean, guys, I think if it's working, why change it, right?
Yeah. I'm not superstitious, but don't shave the mustache.
Hey,
I don't think you should either.
I'm going to say something, Dana Marie, that I'm probably going to regret. But if they win it all, I'll shave my beard down to that mustache. I'll do it. I'm saying it on TV for all of you. I'll shave my beard down to that mustache if he wins it all. Just keep it. Keep it.
You're going to do a handlebar.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay, well, now there's 2 reasons to vote for the Zags and cheer them on.
Yeah.
One, so they obviously win the tournament.
I'm cheering way more now.
It won't be as good as his, because his is perfect. There should never be any reason why he shaves it through this tournament. But yeah, no, if they win it all, I'm doing it.
Yeah, people will say, hey, what does it look like Timme does for a living? And they'll be like, oh, he anchors up with KREM.
Yeah, that's perfect. except he suddenly got all this hair all of a sudden. It's really weird. Hey, we're talking about other important players in Gonzaga history. Well, this one is known for the most famous shot in Gonzaga history back when the Zags were in the Sweet 16 in 1999. This morning, that famous Zag is talking with us right here on Up with KREM.
But first, the VA here in Spokane has created a new way to get their veterans vaccinated. We'll tell you how it works. We'll also tell you more about vaccination availability in our area.
And of course, we're taking you outside. I just walked outside here on the top of South Hill, and the fog has developed as the sun came up. We knew it would happen. We'll talk how much longer it sticks around now that it's arrived.